You, Eric Rittmeyer. Okay, everyone's familiar with Big Brothers Big Sisters, but if you're not, I tell you what they do is they help young people reach their full potential by providing one-on-one mentoring. That's basically what it's about. Of course, it goes a lot deeper than that. With me now is Gary Friedman, who is the brand new CEO. Gary, welcome to the show.
Good to see you, John.
Good to see you as well. And also we have Joshua Jean-Marie.
Yes,
Joshua, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Great to be on.
Now, both of you guys are new at your positions. Gary, you and I have been friends for a long time. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. It really is, and it's great to see a friend like you. You make it so comfortable to be here.
Oh, man, I tell you what, when I heard that you had this position, I thought it was perfect because, you know, a little bit, if you would, for those who are not familiar with your resume, a little bit on your background. You've worked with young people for a long time.
Yes, I've worked with really young people all my professional career, and it started in college athletics. I was working in college athletics for about 26, 27 years, including 10 years at the University of Louisville. And it was always about the student athlete. It was always about helping the young person and watching them come into college as a freshman and seeing their growth as they graduate as a senior. And so throughout that, and then most recently, before at Big Brothers Big Sisters, was at St. Joseph Children's Home, where we work with the most abused and neglected young people in the state. And so the opportunity to lead an organization like Big Brothers Big Sisters, which has the impact on so many young people throughout our communities and really helps raise up the young people to become those future leaders, those future entrepreneurs in our city, is really, really special. And I'm just honored and privileged to be able to take the torch from Jerry Swinton, who had been the leader for 31 years and done such a phenomenal job, and our staff is amazing. So it's just an honor to be here.
Yeah, you're the right guy for the job.
Thank you.
Joshua, you're the right guy for the job as well. Okay, you're the communications manager. A little bit about your background. What was the attraction for you for Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Yeah, so I went to high school at DuPont Manual, and then I just graduated from U of L this past fall. And then really coming to Big Brothers Big Sisters, I was looking for a way that I could give back to the community, right? And what better way to help ignite the potential and really elevate what Big Brothers Big Sisters is doing by stepping into a role like communications manager. So the opportunity arose, and it was a perfect fit.
All right. Well, I think I can tell right now this is a good team. So,
yeah.
Gary, let's talk a little bit about you were able to partner with Allen Houston. This is someone who's very passionate about what you do. So tell us about the Allen Houston Challenge and what it's about.
Yes, well, Allen has been a part of Big Brothers Big Sisters for a number of years, and when we most recently reached out to him, we talked about, and it's always been, the opportunity to share our story and what a difference an adult can mean in a young person's life, and the impact that that makes and the positive track that they keep them on. And so Allen, who's turning 50 in April, said, you know, basically, hey, I'd love to step up and challenge the city of Louisville with the things that are going on in Louisville over the past year, really beyond that, but he just wanted to really challenge very specifically the men of our Louisville community to look at the opportunity to make that difference in that young person's life. And it really is just looking at folks that want to care, that just want to care and show that they want to make that difference. And when we talk, John, about resiliency, okay, if you think about young people before COVID, just the challenges that young people go through with the folks that we serve, and then you enter COVID and the mental isolation, the mental health issues, the challenges of NTI, of going to school online, all the things that young people are going through right now. The one thing in the simplistic, most simple form, in order to provide resiliency for those kids to be resilient, to stay positive and to stay tough and to just stay on that right path, the number one thing that's proven is just having an adult in their life to show that they care and make that difference. And so that's what Allen is really challenging the folks to do, is to consider just learning more about becoming that volunteer big in our program, and it's powerful.
You articulated that very well. So we've got Allen Houston was nice enough to get in front of a camera and articulate his personal message and challenge. So here's a little clip from Allen Houston.
This is Allen Houston, two-time NBA All-Star. Growing up in Louisville, I experienced firsthand the impact male mentors had in my life and my friends' lives. Today's Louisville needs male mentors more than ever in our kids' lives. That's why I'm partnering with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kentuckiana to challenge our community to have 50 men make a commitment to mentor 50 youth by my 50th birthday in April. Learn more by visiting Big Brothers Big Sisters website at bbbsky.org.
Full message. I love it. Okay, so Joshua, you and Gary both, I want you to both weigh in on this. This isn't one-sided. This relationship isn't one-sided. There's a lot to gain from mentoring a young person. You know what I'm saying? That energy, the sense of fulfillment of helping someone, there's nothing like giving back.
Yeah.
So talk about that. I think sometimes people think, well, I don't know if I have the time. You're going to be glad you did, right?
Yeah. Well, we met one of our largest fundraisers or donors the other day, and he was just telling this story. I said, why are you involved? How'd you get involved? And he said, I had a receptionist who invited me to the bowling fundraiser we did, and I told her I was busy, but I went. And then she left the office, and Big Brothers Big Sisters contacted him and said, hey, come back again. He said, I'm too busy. She said, just this one time. And he did, and he's been doing it for 35 years since, and he helps us raise a lot of money every single year. So just one time, one opportunity, and you just never know what you're going to get back out of it. And that's really what we ask people to do when we ask them to get engaged with us, is just give us one shot, and we promise it'll be worth it. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Gary, with this Allen Houston Challenge, is that under the umbrella of your current campaign, which is the For Kids' Sake campaign? Tell us a little bit about that and how these two tie in.
Yes. No, thank you for asking. Our For Kids' Sake campaign is our annual campaign. It happens basically from about January till June, and we want to tell our story more. We want to share the opportunities to get involved, and that's one of the reasons that we hired Josh, is to be able to share our story more through the communications efforts. And there's a couple ways to get involved through the For Kids' Sake campaign. One is to, again, just learn more about becoming that mentor, that volunteer in that young person's life. And it's really easy to do, as they showed. You just go to our website, click on Be a Big, and it's really simple to just join in and start with just conversation to learn more. The other main way in our For Kids' Sake campaign to get involved is frankly financially helping out, and because every dollar that we raise basically goes right back to serving the young people that we serve. And we know that we have a waiting list of almost 500 young people, both boys and girls, that through their families have raised their hand to say, we'd like to work with your program, we'd like to have that mentor in my young person's life. And so with that waiting list out there, that takes additional dollars to serve those young people. It takes the dollars, and then it takes those volunteers to step up to be able to match the adult with that child. And what's really, really amazing, John, about our program, if you think about, we bring an adult and a child together that initially don't know each other. And most likely they're from two different demographics, two different communities, so to speak, within the city. And the two people get to know each other by walking in the other person's shoes. And if you think about that as a microcosm of, if that could happen throughout our community, throughout our city, it would be just completely transformational. And so one by one, we're transforming young people's lives, and the adults have that opportunity. And as you alluded to, the adult gets as much or more out of that relationship than the young person. The adult learns from that young person as much or more than the young person learns from that adult. So we just invite people to just check us out, to click on that Be a Big, and learn more. There's no obligation. There's not a lot of time. We ask for basically just interacting with the young person 2 times a month, and that could be as simple as a walk in the park, go to a sporting event, read a book, go to a movie, whatever those interests are. So it's powerful.
Yeah, leading an abundant life for both parties. I mean, this is mutually beneficial. Again, get involved in the Allen Houston Challenge or the For Kids' Sake campaign. Go to the website. The website again, once again, Gary, if you would, please.
bbbsky.org.
Okay, bbbsky.org. And Be a Big, right?
Be a Big, yeah.
Be a Big, all right. Thank you so much, Gary. Joshua, thank you both very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, coming up, what's happening at 2 o'clock? Don G.